Oh yeah, welcome to our brand new series, Best Foods. Our main objective of this series is to show you the best spots to eat here and the best foods to get. How will we accomplish this? We will eat at every single food establishment here and try in a plethora of foods at each single one. We will give you our honest reviews of all the food we try, followed by our overall review of the restaurant itself. And then in our finale video, we will give you our consensus of the best place to eat inside DCA and the best foods. But without further ado, welcome to episode 1. For our first episode, we're going to be heading off in this little back corner in the Pacific Warf area, and we will be eating here at the Paradise Garden Grill. Here is the Paradise Garden Grill menu. They have a kimchi, I'm not going to massacre that, but they have that kimchi there. They have a shrimp lo mein, they have a banh mi. I do not know what that is, but it's a Korean barbecue chicken. They also have a sweet and sour whole fish that sounds pretty good. And in the very back here, they have some kids' meals, a Korean-style chicken, and a Uncrustable sandwich. They have a honeydew milk tea parfait, but these look pretty good right here, too. They have a blackberry soji cocktail. I don't drink, but that tiger milk tea, dude, looks pretty refreshing. Let's go ahead and snag all the food items at this location and that tiger milk tea. Since it's Lunar New Year, let's get into festivities. There we go. Now check out this food. Here is all the foods that we did grab from the Paradise Grill. Now the reason these two up front are a little smaller than the rest, because Lunar New Year is kicking off, and at the Paradise Grill, they have 3 items that are available on the Sip and Savory Pass. And since I'm not a huge fan of kimchi, I opted to get the smaller portions on these 2 items. But check out these other 3. The 3 main dishes, the one on the left is the shrimp lo mein. The one on the far right is the pork belly banh mi, where you got the spicy mayo and the jalapenos on the side. But the centerpiece, the coup de grace right here, is a sweet and sour whole fish, which comes with a bowl of rice, which I like. And to drink it all down, we got the tiger milk tea. First up is going to be the kimchi. We have some sesame seeds on top, some green onions. It does come with some rice, and I believe that is some tofu on top. This should be interesting. I am a fan of tofu, but I do not like kimchi. So the tofu was good, and you did get a little spice from the kimchi. The rice was cooked perfect, but that dish really just was not my cup of tea. The flavors were there, though. I will give it that. But that dish for me is going to have to get a 5 out of 10. But next up, which is the dak bulgogi, you can see the chicken with some barbecue sauce on top. I do like that it comes with rice, and it also has kimchi. This one looks a lot more promising than the last one we just had. I really did enjoy this dish. The chicken was cooked perfect. The rice was on point. But one thing I will say is the sauce was a little overpowering with a ginger, sesame, soy sauce taste. But outside of that, this dish was amazing. I'm going to go ahead and give this dish a solid 7 out of 10. Third food item of the day is the shrimp lo mein. Getting there a little closer, you can see you got some shrimp, you have some green onions, mushrooms, carrots, the bell peppers, and the lo mein itself. I'm looking forward to trying this shrimp lo mein because I'm a huge fan of lo mein. If you do not like spice, you might want to skip this dish because it does have a nice little kick. The shrimp was cooked perfect. As you can see, they ripped off the tail and it's deveined. Now, I did taste a nice zest of lemon in here. It might be the lemongrass itself. The mushrooms bring out a nice earthy flavor to it, and the carrots give it a nice little crunch. All in all, this was a pretty good lo mein. This is gonna get an easy 7 out of 10 for me. Now, I'm looking forward to trying this, and this is the pork belly banh mi. This banh mi was really, really good, dude. I can highly recommend you checking out this banh mi. What I liked about it was the bread. On the outside, the bread was nice and crunchy, while the inside was nice and soft. The vegetables on here were very fresh. You can taste the freshness of the cucumbers, the daikon, the carrots, the cilantro, but the pork belly is where it was at for me. You had a nice smoky flavor to it, and it had a nice tanginess from the little barbecue sauce that they do have on it. That banh mi was really good, and that will now be one of my new go-to items when I come here to DCA. The banh mi, for me, is easily gonna get an 8 out of 10. But now, for our final meal of the day. And that is this sweet and sour whole fish with a side of rice. As you can see, guys, it is a whole fish. You might want to be careful because I'm pretty sure that there are bones in here. Now, it does have a sweet and sour sauce. You do have some vegetables on the side. If my grandma was still around, dude, I know she would for sure love this because whenever she went to restaurants, she would always get whole fish. Shout out to my grandma, man. Ooh. Now, the fish really surprised me. The meat itself is nice and flaky. You don't really get a fishy flavor to it. As you can see right there, there is a lot of bones, so be careful. I was fishing a bunch of bones out while I was eating the meat. But yeah, dude, this was really good. The skin on the fish itself was nice and crunchy, and the sweet and sour sauce helped this fish pop just that much more. I was honestly not expecting a whole fish from DCA, let alone a theme park, be this good. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this whole sweet and sour fish an easy 8 out of 10. But for our last item of the day, this is the tiger milk tea. This is like a sweet caramel milk. I highly recommend trying this too while you're here at DCA. This is getting an easy 7 out of 10. And now my final thoughts on the Asian infused foods at the Paradise Garden Grill, man. I can highly recommend you checking out that spot if you're looking for a good lunch or dinner. I really enjoyed every single food there. Some of the foods was spicy, so if you are going to eat there on your trip here to DCA, you might want to check with a cast member to see what foods are spicy, and the foods that are spicy, if you are able to ask them to put it on the side. But I am for sure gonna give the Paradise Garden Grill an easy 8 out of 10, and that is probably gonna be one of my top 5 spots to eat here in 2023 at DCA. Stay tuned next week where we'll be trying more foods at a different establishment on our mission to try to find the best foods and the best place to eat here at DCA. So thank you for joining us on our very first episode of The Best Foods. Now, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Go ahead and go down below and subscribe. And I would like to personally say thank you to every single one of you, man. This channel is what it is today because of every single one of you. You all make this magic happen and are all the backbone of this channel. I just upload videos to YouTube, man, and you guys make it possible. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Every single one of you, have a great week, and I will catch you next video.
Deuces!
Deuces!